In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi, everyone. How are you all doing? You know what? I'm going to play, excuse you. I'm going to play, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this deck. This is turning into a fan favorite for me. So let's just see what lies beneath. How's everyone doing today? I'm hoping to make this short, but oh, my glasses. All right. I'm here. I'm hoping to make this short. But, all right. How are you all doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't want to not produce any videos in my morning. you know, I think doing these videos help a lot. Which reminds me, I gotta put this, okay, good. Gotta put this away. I think doing these videos makes a big difference in, you know, my personal mental health because it's all I know. So I'm gonna do what my mental health is accustomed to working through. I have a date for Tony's memorial. Um, and I have a place for Tony's memorial. And I'm gonna finish this last task with Sissy Pooh. And for those of you that don't know, which is fine, because how are you supposed to know? My sister passed. And I have not slept fully since knowing that she passed. I think I'm afraid to sleep. Because I feel like I want to say sorry to her. But last night, I finally slept in a bed, right? Because my ass is too old to be sleeping on the sofa, right? A 20-year-old can sleep on the sofa. My black ass can't. But I just couldn't. I figured if I had a tight sleep, I wouldn't see Tony. And so, and I haven't. But I do have a medium that I could go to, which I've bragged about intensely. Deborah Hookie. So she invited me, you know, to do a session with her, and I'm definitely going to do that. I think I'm going to wait until after the memorial because what you all may not know is that the dead sticks around until the celebration. Like, they like to see themselves. They'll be at the funeral. And so I'm going to wait until after the funeral, and then I will have my conversation with my amazing Sissy Pooh. I got a video today. I should show y'all this video. When I tell you these caregivers, where's my phone? Oh, here it is. When I tell you these caregivers were a mess, they were a mess with her. Oh my God. These are all of their videos that they're sending me. Oh my God. They are a mess. Let's see if I can find. Oh, actually, I got to send these over anyway. No, not that one. Oh. I do have a really long video that we're going to look at. I might have to eat dinner while I look at this stupid video of Todd complaining. But I do like what he had to say, even though... All right. Let me show you Tony's. I cannot with them. Oh my God. I cannot with them. Wait till y'all see this. The funniest shit ever. All right, let me send... Okay, hopefully I'll be able to pick out the right one. I cannot with them. They've got so many videos on Tony, and I'm like, send them over. Like, I need to see everything that y'all have been going through in the last 4 years. Funniest shit ever. I love her so much. It's waiting to upload. But while I do that, hi Noel. How are you? Hi Jenny G. Hi Food Creations. Hi Colton. Oh, the other thing I want to say, Noel, and to anybody that's watching, because there's been such an overwhelming response of kindness and care concerning my sister, that I'm going to do a money video this Sunday, and it's for free. So if you want to tune in, I will give you the link, and the class will be for free. So let me just show you all this one video, and then we'll get right into Real Housewives of whatever, Miami. Watch this, guys. Funniest shit ever.
Tonya. All right, girl. You look cute, girl. Pose. Make you do another pose. But like this. Ooh, yeah. Put your hand on your hip. And do like this. Ooh, yeah, girl.
Oh my God. Yes, it'll be this Sunday. Yes. Hi, Claudine. Oh my God. Tony will have you cracking up. They treated Tony like she was their doll. Oh my God. I love the hair on Tony, right? And all black. Yes. Hi, Irene. Thank you for the purple hearts. Tony's favorite color was purple. So every time I mention Tony, give me a purple heart. Okay. Ciao. Oh, is purple your favorite color too? Oh my God. That's royalty, child. So that's royalty. All right. So with all that being said, I love this girl. And it is what it is. All right. So I've got a video for y'all. Purple heart. Thank you. Thank you, Claudine. Thank you, Noel. I've got this video. I don't know if you guys know the story of Real Housewives of Miami. I forget the woman's name, and Todd, and they're getting a divorce, and it's a public breakup, and it's so sad. And I did Tamar this morning, Claudine. It's already done. What do you mean what happened? It's already done. Hi, Rhonda. Girl, where have you been, Rhonda? So so Todd and Alexia, I think it's Alexia, they're breaking up. I think they were always a nightmare. But Alexia, who's a narcissist, is married to a man that I think is a little bit of a narcissist trait as well. Girl, I'm late. Oh no, I did it this morning. I could not wait to do Tamar. I woke up and did Tamar. Any case, they're getting a divorce. And the only reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to see if Todd is going to sue. Oh, let me pull Tony down. I just want to see if Todd is going to sue Bravo, right? And the producers. Because this is the year of Bravo and racism. Every ethnic person is being treated badly. On Real Housewives of Ocean County, it's Asian hate. On The New Generation, that stupid show, it's Candy's daughter. I forget her name. They treat her like dirt. And she's constantly fighting for a position with these trash bitches. Trash little bitches, I'll call them. Trash little bitches that are like their mothers. Gertie on Real Housewives of Miami, for no fucking reason, got a drink thrown in her face. For no fucking reason. Real Housewives of OC, Garcelle had to leave for racism. So I feel like this is the year of Bravo and racism, and nobody's calling them out. Riley, thank you. Riley's always having to fight for her position there. And the other black girl, the one that belongs to the hip hop guy, I can't remember his name either. She just checked out. She's like, she read the room and she checked out. I haven't been keeping up with it. Did the other girl, like, because she constantly checks out. Like, she doesn't show up. And I like that. And I think Riley needs to stop showing up. But I know the series is like almost over, but I think Riley needs to stop showing up. And this needs to be the last season. Bravo doesn't want black women to win. And yet, his dumbass, Andy, is on Love Island, where black women have won. Like, literally, people love them. Like, literally, Nicolandria's lipstick blend has sold out from NYX. You know, along with her, they put together this lipstick blend, and it's sold out. And why are we having Andy on when no one is effectively showcasing black women? No, you don't get to win on black women's backs of Love Island, and yet you don't know how to tell producers, why are we assaulting Gertie? Why is the whole season of Real Housewives of OC about an Asian woman? Whether she lied or not, like, the other women are disgusting. They're all Karens. And good for her if she's trying to make them look bad. Good. It doesn't matter. Why is a drink being thrown in Gertie's face? Why did Garcelle have to leave? Real Housewives of New York City ended because of racism. Are we missing something here? Like, it's time to tune Bravo out. Anyway, I'm over it. So, I'm going to play this video of Todd. It's long. So, I'm going to get my soup ready. I'm going to eat it while I watch it because, Lord have mercy, he's long-winded. But I just want to see if he's going to sue Bravo, because I think he should. Oh, wait. Wait, what? 813, that's not him. I don't know which one is him now. Is this him? Oh, I know how. It's the longest. Oh, this might be him. Wait. Damn it. It's 10 minutes long, so this has to... Oh, no, I don't think that's him. I think this is him.
The biggest mistake I've made in my adult life was agreeing to participate in the Real Housewives of Miami. No, I was not one who really wanted to give up my privacy and become a reality star. That was never for me, and I certainly never enjoyed filming, and I'm sure that's obvious to anyone who watched the show. But the final straw, the breaking point came when lies started being told, and Adriana went on TV and started making claims that I was struggling, couldn't pay my rent, and I was having financial problems. And it was a real blow to me, and I couldn't believe people would make these kind of lies up. And I was very mad at her for lying on TV. And she knew it was a lie. And I was mad at Alexia for getting me involved in this mess. But I was the most mad at the producers who knew the story wasn't true. And they didn't just run it, they ran it and reran it and reran it with no regard for me or my feelings or the truth. And in fact, I was the one telling them after the story came out, and they knew that they filmed it, that I had just bought a $24 million shopping center. What was my financial problem? But they really didn't care. The show must go on. And they did. The show did go on. And it got to a breaking point where I couldn't take it anymore. And I had to make a very hard decision. I realized I couldn't live in this world anymore, and the woman I loved couldn't live without it. So I had to make a decision to leave. And it was a very tough decision, but it had to be made. I was well aware of the storyline they were creating for Series 7 about the reconciliation, and I agreed that I would go along with that. In return, I was under the impression I was getting some apologies from Adriana, and I was going to be let off the hook, so to speak, and not dragged like past husbands in these kind of TV shows. So it seemed like a pretty fair deal to me, so I stayed quiet and let it air out. Now, not surprised at all that it didn't play out as I expected. I see no apologies coming my way. Nobody acknowledging the slander and defamation of character they did to me. I see actually the story getting worse and making up stories about how I moved out of the house and left Frankie alone, but none of this is true. It's just a storyline, and I've stayed quiet. For 18 months I sat back and stayed quiet out of respect and love to Alexia, but at some point you're pushing too far, and this is the point. Now, I could understand Alexia bashing me, and I could understand her coworkers doing the same. Even the one I've never met once in my life who seems to be obsessed with me. That's all fine. And I'm not surprised one bit that the producers are running this because they need a storyline to sell you guys a show. But what did surprise me is that they used Peter to come at me and bash me and say that I don't give a shit about Frankie. Well, now you hit a nerve, and now you have my attention. You're going to start getting some responses. That's where you went too far. Now, there is no doubt Alexi's an amazing mother and does everything for Frankie she can. And so does his father, by the way, who never seems to get any credit. This guy works 5 days a week to support himself and spends almost every weekend out with Frankie, taking him out and taking care of him, being a great dad. And he deserves recognition. However, beyond those two people, there's nobody on planet Earth that's done thousands of what I've done for Frankie in the last 7 years. In 7 years' time of living with Frankie, just about every morning we wake up together before everybody else and have a coffee and talk. Every afternoon I come home from work and I spend time with Frankie. I didn't just provide for Frankie financially by putting a roof over his head and putting food on his table and designer clothes on his back. I did do that, but I also did a lot more. And to say I didn't give a shit is ridiculous. Let's talk about it. Took him to the movies, took him to the beach, took him to the jacuzzi, took him to the pool, took him on cruises, took him on vacations for weekend getaways, 2, 3, 4 nights a week. Alexi and I would take him to dinner. We would go out on the weekends and we'd take him with us. I would spend so much time with Frankie. I was very involved with getting Frankie trainers for his health. I was very involved with getting Frankie into the Moya Foundation. I was involved in getting him all sorts of speech therapists and anything I could do to make this guy's life better. I was all for it. And that's why it really hurts that someone's going to come at me and say that I didn't give a shit about him, because I'm going to tell you, there's not a person on planet Earth who's done as much for him other than his parents as me. And that's how I love Frankie. And you know what? Because I love Frankie, I'm going to speak up. Because Frankie would want me to, because he knows this is true. No, I really have no problem with Peter. In fact, after Alexi and I split up, I reached out to Peter, and I told him how bad I felt how things went between us, and the pressures that he and I had to deal with. And I told him how bad I felt that I was never able to help him launch a career and get started with a job and get his life on track. And I felt bad for all the pressure the guy had. And I made it very clear, that's my failure more than his. And I told him I would always be there for him, regardless of whether he wanted my help, and regardless of my position with his mom. And I always stand by that, and I will always stand by that. But today I feel bad for Peter, because the producers used him again. You see, they convinced him to go and tell the story for their ratings, and he knows better than anyone when they got something on you, they put it up against you. Except what Peter probably doesn't know, and why he probably had to do this, is because, thanks to me, I'm the one who convinced Alexius to negotiate a deal for Peter and Frankie to get paid. That's why they get paid. And that's why I probably believe Peter had to do it, for the paycheck. So I kind of understand that I'm not mad at him at all. And my offer to always be there for him will always stand. Peter shouldn't be calling me out on TV. Peter should be thanking those that are helping take care of Frankie, like me. That's the truth. Even after the divorce, I continue to support Alexi and Frankie. Pay the rent. Choose my Amex to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars a month. That's what I did. And in fact, the house they live in, where you live as well, Peter, I pay the rent on that house. Even after the show came out and I was so hurt and I couldn't believe this was going to happen to me again, and I saw the first episode, I still continue to pay these bills. That's who I am, and that's what I did. And it doesn't seem fair that you're going to come for me now. You should thank me instead. With all that said, I still feel bad for him, because the producers got the best of him, and he knows it, and I know it, and there's no hard feelings there. But you did change the storyline for me. Now I have to speak up. You see, there's been hundreds of podcasters and news media articles that wanted to write stories, and they wanted my side of the story, and I stayed quiet. But I can't sit back and let you create this narrative that I just didn't give a shit about Frankie. Not only do I love Frankie, I love myself too, and I'm not going to let you and the producers do this to me. So no hard feelings, but I'm going to have to start talking as well. And even as I sit here today, I'm still heartbroken about the fact that Alexia never told me this was going to happen to me, and that she allowed this to happen. And worse yet, she and I actually did reconcile in January of this year after the show filmed, and we were together and doing great for months. And she never said a word about anything coming my way. And since then, I've never heard, and I'm sorry, never got a text, nothing. It's just too bad, so sad. And while I'm never going to try and win over any viewers because I truthfully don't care about that, I do want to tell my side of the story, and I am going to go out there and do it, so the viewers know I didn't leave Frankie home alone, and it wasn't this crazy situation where he was so distraught on the couch, and I'm not this horrible person they make me out to be, but at the end of the day, I have to stand up for myself. And what we'll do is I'll tell my side of the story, and Bravo can tell their side of the story, and you, the viewers, will get to judge what you believe and what you don't believe. Like I said, I'm not trying to win anybody over, but I am trying to tell the side of the story. You'll get to be the judge and jury. Now, for the producers, there's a totally different story I have for you guys. These producers, they like to sit in their editing rooms and production rooms and hide behind the cameras, and they'll drag anybody. And all you got to do is look at the past husbands and boyfriends in this show. They have no regard for anyone, as if we don't have families, friends, lives, careers. It just doesn't matter as long as they're making a show. And they hide in private, and they care less about the truth. They just want to make a show. And if you confront them, they say, you got a bad edit, I'm sorry. Well, that's not going to cut it anymore, because these producers know the secrets are coming out, that you have people on these shows hiring private investigators to dig up dirt on other castmates, to ruin them. They're hiring PR companies and social media bot accounts to hurt people with no regard for them whatsoever. These people have script writers to give them witty one-liners so they seem so good and they can turn the direction of themselves and make themselves look fantastic. And you know about this. And you guys hide in the private room and you don't get exposed. Well, that's going to change, because all these things you've been doing to the cast, how are you going to like it if I expose you? How are you going to like it if these things are done to you and I draw you out into the public? How is it going to feel when you're getting questioned by the public on the way you behave? Let's see. But the difference is for you guys, and the difference is for people like Adriana, who slandered my name and who made up all these lies and thought it was funny and clever, and the producers who thought they could edit it and rerun it and keep showing it and keep talking about it and there'd be no consequences. And for the producers who really didn't even have a right to have me on TV for season 6, you're going to have a different crowd that I want to perform for, so to speak. You're going to have a courtroom to perform in, and you're not going to have to convince the public. You're going to have to convince a real judge and a real jury if you had the right to use me on TV and lie about me on TV when you knew it was a lie. Let's see where we go with this, because for all the people you drag with no regard for them whatsoever, past and present people on the show, I'm the guy with the reputation. I'm the guy with the resume in life. And I know you've been digging up as much dirt as you can. Doesn't seem like you found so much, but I'm also the guy with the resources to take these guys down. So you found this game very clever. You wanted to get the ratings. You wanted to get the season launched. So good for you, you did. Except now I'm going to speak up and I'm going to take your asses to court, and we'll find out if you had a legal right to do it. And you know what? You said it. You replayed it. Now you better prove it. And if you can't prove it, you're going to pay me. And I think I'm going to take all that money I'm going to win, and I'm going to win a lot of money. And when I do, I'm going to give it to groups that work with people that are bullied, cyberbullied, bullied in person, attacked online. By people like you who hide in these rooms and destroy lives, destroy families. You're not good people. And just face it, I sit here and say that. For the viewers, you could question me, but over the, 15 years of the show, you call it a guilty pleasure to watch it, but would you ever participate in it? Would a sane person ever expose their lives? For what? To go to BravoCon and have people tell you they love you? Bullshit, you wouldn't do it either. And the past performances of the show, look at where these families have wound up in. Tons of divorces, people in jail, miserable lives. I mean, it's just created no happiness and no joy for Earth other than a guilty pleasure. So you could enjoy watching it, but for the participants, I think you got to get your heads checked. And for the producers who produce it and hide in the rooms, I'm coming for you.
I am so sorry, guys. I saw that the video had an echo, but I was too far in to stop it. I am so sorry. This soup is really good, by the way. I didn't realize how hungry I was. Also, not eating well. I eat way before this time. Let me just turn this down. View channel. Hold on. I'm so hungry. I didn't even know how hungry I was. Damn, that sucks. Oh my God, I'm only making dinner now. Oh my God, it's so late. Noel, for us to be eating. Let me try another video. Let's see if the same echo appears.
The biggest mistake I've made in my adult life was agreeing to participate in the Real Housewives of Miami. No, I was not.
That's not the one I wanted to show, but let me try another one. Remove from studio. Video file. Oh, let me try this one.
Todd is going after Bravo, saying that he's lawyering up after what went down on the Real Housewives of Miami. In a 10-minute Instagram video, Todd said joining the show was the, quote, worst mistake of his adult life. And now he says he's ready to take legal action against the show and its producers. He says the final straw was Adriana spreading rumors about his finances and production, letting it air over and over again.
But the final straw, the breaking point, came when lies started making hold, and Adriana went on TV and started making claims that I was struggling and couldn't pay my rent, and I was having financial problems. And it was a real blow to me, and I couldn't believe people would make these kinds of lies up. And I was very mad at her for lying on TV, and she knew it was a lie. And I was mad at Alexia for getting me involved in this mess. But I was the most mad at the producers who knew the story wasn't true. And they didn't just run it, they ran it and reran it and reran it with no regard for me or my feelings or the truth. And in fact, I was the one telling them after the story came out, and they knew that they filmed it, that I had just bought a $24 million shopping center. What was my financial problem? But they really didn't care. The show must go on.
Todd said he tried to play ball with the producers for season 7, even agreeing to a reconciliation storyline, but says the deal was very one-sided.
I was under the impression I was getting some apologies from Adriana, and I was going to be let off the hook, so to speak, and not brag like past husbands in these kind of TV shows. So it seemed like a pretty fair deal to me, so I stayed quiet and let it air out. Now, not surprised at all that it didn't play out as I had expected. I see no apologies coming my way. Nobody acknowledging the slander and defamation character they did to me.
But Todd said the line was crossed when Alexia's son Peter accused him of not caring about Frankie.
But what did surprise me is that they used Peter to come at me and bash me and say that I don't give a shit about Frankie. Well, now you hit a nerve, and now you have my attention. You're going to start getting some responses. That's where you went too far. Now, there is no doubt Alexia's an amazing mother and does everything for Frankie she can. And so does his father, by the way, who never seems to get any credit. This guy works 5 days a week to support himself and spends almost every weekend out with Frankie, taking him out and taking care of him, being a great dad. And he deserves recognition. However, beyond those two people, there's nobody on planet Earth that's done thousands of what I've done for Frankie in the last 7 years.
Todd says he was fully involved in Frankie's life, financially, emotionally, and as a hands-on caregiver.
In 7 years' time of living with Frankie, just about every morning we'd wake up together before everybody else and have a coffee and talk. Every afternoon I come home from work and I spend time with Frankie. I didn't just provide for Frankie financially by putting a roof over his head and putting food on his table and designer clothes on his back. I did do that, but I also did a lot more. And to say I didn't give a shit is ridiculous. Let's talk about it. Took him to the movies, took him to the beach, took him to the jacuzzi, took him to the pool, took him on cruises, took him on vacation weekend getaways. 2, 3, 4 nights a week, Alex and I would take him to dinner. We would go out on the weekends and we'd take him with us. I would spend so much time with Frankie. I was very involved with getting Frankie trainers for his health. I was very involved with getting Frankie into the Lawyer Foundation. I was involved in getting him all sorts of speech therapists, anything I could do to make this guy's life better. I was all for it. And that's why it really hurts that someone's going to come at me and say that I didn't give a shit about him, because I'm going to tell you, there's not a person on planet Earth who's done as much for him other than his parents as me.
Even after the split, Todd says he kept supporting the family and still pays their bills.
Even after the divorce, I continued to support Alexia and Frankie, pay the rent. She used my Amex to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars a month. That's what I did. And in fact, the house they live in, where you live as well, Peter, I pay the rent on that house.
But what he's most hurt by is Alexia's silence.
And even as I sit here today, I'm still heartbroken about the fact that Alexia never told me this was going to happen to me and that she allowed this to happen. And worse yet, she and I actually did reconcile in January of this year after the show filmed, and we were together and doing great for months. And she never said a word about anything coming my way. And since then, I've never heard an I'm sorry, never got a text, nothing. It's just too bad, so sad.
Now, Todd's done staying quiet and he's taking his fight with Bravo and its producers to court.
You're going to have a different crowd that I want to perform for, so to speak. You're going to have a courtroom to perform in, and you're not going to have to convince the public. You're going to have to convince a real judge and a real jury if you had the right to use me on TV and lie about me on TV when you knew it was a lie. Let's see where we go with this, because for all the people you drag with no regard for them whatsoever, past and present people on the show, I'm the guy with the reputation. I'm the guy with the resume in life. And I know you've been digging up as much dirt as you can. Doesn't seem like you found so much. But I'm also the guy with the resources to take you guys down. So you found this game very clever. You wanted to get the ratings and you wanted to get your season launched. So good for you, you did. Except now I'm going to speak up and I'm going to take your asses to court and we'll find out if you had a legal right to do it. And you know what? You said it. You replayed it. Now you better prove it. And if you can't prove it, you're going to pay me.
And if he wins, he says the money will go towards people who've been bullied.
And I think I'm going to take all that money I'm going to win, and I'm going to win a lot of money. And when I do, I'm going to give it to groups that work with people that are bullied, cyberbullied, bullied in person, attacked online by people like you who hide in these rooms and destroy lives, destroy families. You're not good people.
And if you thought he was only speaking for himself, in the lengthy caption of that video, Todd also defended Gertie. He wrote, "Dear Real Housewives of Miami producers, I tried to stay silent. I truly did. I believe that by stepping back, I was taking the high road, letting you tell your story, even when it was wildly false and deeply manipulated. But enough is enough. Your lies, bullying, and behind-the-scenes extortion tactics have gone too far. For years, I allowed you to paint a fictional version of me because I loved my wife and I didn't want to get involved in your circus. I thought staying quiet would protect my peace, but you've crossed a line. Call me names, twist the truth, suggest whatever you want about my character. But the second you dared portray me as someone who doesn't care about my stepson, a young man living with a brain injury, you revealed who you really are. This season, it's obvious. Your entire storyline revolves around attacking me and one woman, a cancer survivor no less. You've allowed gang-style pylons, physical violence, gaslighting, microaggressions, and racially charged comments to go unchecked. You've enabled cruelty, encouraged hate, and turned mean-spiritedness into entertainment. This is what you promote. This is your brand. And if this is what you proudly do for a living, I hope your families are proud. But here's the truth you can't edit out. Real Houses of Miami has the lowest ratings of any Housewives franchise ever, one of the lowest performing shows on all of Bravo. I now understand that if I didn't stand up for myself, you'll never stop. You'll keep running with these lies for as long as you have a platform. While I hoped this would fade and I could quietly return to my private life, it's clear I have to end this story myself. So let me be clear. I will not only challenge these lies, I guarantee I will silence them once and for all." Yeah, so this lengthy caption paired with his 10-minute long Instagram video, it's clear Todd had a lot to say. What do you guys think about what Todd is saying? Do you think he has the right to go after Bravo legally? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Yes, hell yes. I agree with everything that Todd said. And I'm glad that he stuck up for Gertie. Like, why are we having racism on Bravo? And why aren't we turning Bravo? Like, why is Bravo the only entertainment? And why do they get away with hurting black women? Like, Bravo, we're not expendable. This ain't Tuskegee. No. No, we're not for your entertainment only. No. And we have to say something. Okay. Banner. You know I always forget the banner. Thank you. Also, let me put up the copyright ticker for a little bit. It's a copyright, the Chris entertainment teaching purposes only, based on media, copyright. All allegations are alleged, and in my opinion, oh, I did add that. All allegations are alleged, and in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one up, just in case Todd decides to sue me too. Okay, so I picked out some cards. Banner. Okay, so the 3 cards that I picked up was fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. I think that he absolutely did love Alexis. I think Alexis is a selfish bitch. Todd, there is no way you could win when Alexis is getting paid and her 2 sons are getting paid and the oldest is being paid to be a bum. Bravo's paying him to be a bum. And the one that has special needs, first of all, if that child has special needs, well, she might claim richness, because then he can't get state services. Oh, he can't get state services because his mom is wealthy, but over a certain age, I think he would be entitled to state services, but I'm pretty sure state services doesn't pay enough money. But they do have a lot of resources. So maybe being on Real Housewives of Miami, his state services were taken away, right? Because she made too much money. And so now she has to get him a salary. Second card is betrayal, deceit, backstab, traitor. That's Alexis. Cannot be trusted. No, you can't be trusted because Alexa needs, I think that's her name, needs to show. The narcissist in her needs to be the star. And she needs the money because her children are getting paid by Bravo. And then bad choices. Bad choices. So normally I would see this as drinking too much. Maybe some drugs. Definitely drinking too much is a contributor to her marriage falling apart. So there you have it. Now let's lower the stage and let's see if Todd is actually going to sue, which I want him to. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Todd from Real Housewives of Miami. I think his account is it's official, The Todd, or something like that. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Todd is your child. Oh, I got two here. Todd is your child. He is your love. He is your beloved. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 Ashe. Ooh, okay. The first thing I'm getting is a Queen of Swords. I don't know Alexis' birthday, nor do I really care right now. And charging for him. This might be Alexis. Because the Queen of Swords is someone that has a sharp tongue of a mouth as well. And that is what Alexis does. Oh, look. There's a couple of men in this picture. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Todd is going to sue. Todd is going to sue, and he got time to sue. He has been gathering up information, not on just Real Housewives of Miami, but on the other housewives, and he's going to go back a few years to prove his point. He's going to do a Nene in showing how they would do anything for ratings. Look, this woman shows up again, same woman, right? This is not the same man, though. This is not the same man. But this, I feel like this is the same woman. Ships are coming in. He is going to charge ahead, and he doesn't mind moving a little slow. He's going to charge ahead, but this could take anywhere from, like, it could take him 7 months to file. Because he's going to charge ahead, but he's not going to do it right now. I think he wants to wait until the season is over and then they get through the reunion, and then you'll see that he will file. Oh, I thought, wait. Oh, yeah. He is oh, Lord, Alexa, it's going to get to the point, to be honest with you. Oh, Alexa, this backfired on you. You can't work ever again. They will not bring you back once he sues you, Alexa. And he's going to watch you go broke, you and your 2 sons. And he's going to leave the country. He's not sticking around to watch you go broke. He's leaving. All right? You're going to go broke because Bravo cannot afford this. Now, whether or not the show doesn't get picked up again, that is a complete possibility. So nobody gets paid. Or it comes down to you not being on the show. It's over, Alexis. I don't, you didn't know your husband? You didn't watch him do business deals? You didn't talk to him and hear how he talks? Like you didn't know any of this? I'm shocked. Because you should have known. You and your sons. Now that I'm thinking about it, this might be her sons. Because I said, these are not the same people. He is going to cripple everything you thought that was precedence over your husband. Your husband is a millionaire. Whatever pennies Bravo is giving y'all in comparison is crazy to me. It's crazy. There's no love cards here, Todd. I don't believe she loved you. I believe she is sticking by you because she loves the money that you come with. But I don't think she loves you. At all. Period. Alexis, you do not get to sustain yourself after this. Within 10, 15, 16, within a year and a half, you will be broke. And if it's not a year and a half, within 16 weeks, you're going to see there will be no more finances coming in because Bravo's not going to allow him to sue, and they're going to give him money and pay you for the storyline. It's not going to happen. He's going to wait, and then everything goes very, very fast. Bravo's going to settle with him, guys. Bravo's going to give him money. He's going to sit nicely. And let me tell you something, Alexis. He's going to immediately engage with another woman. Yep. He wants this divorce. It will happen. The minute he divorces, he's moving on. Now, whether or not he's going to love the woman, I don't know. But he's certainly going to show you how to move on. I think he's going to engage with another woman, like literally get engaged. And he wants to hear you say, oh, she must have been in the picture the whole time. Your deception on him is what is causing your financial turmoil. And sad to say, but it's going to affect your youngest son. He actually could relapse from watching the pain that you're going to go through. He's going to have some mental issues, and he's going to start to get violent. The youngest one. Oh, Lord, this is terrible. Terrible. There's going to be a couple of men that is kind of like going to come into the picture to help with the youngest boy. Because they're going to have to come into the picture. I don't know if we're going to see all of this, though. Maybe we'll get some sort of follow-up, or Alexis might even do her own YouTube channel. We would love to see you do your own YouTube channel because you're not going to make money from Bravo. But you might make money from YouTube. So we'd love to see you update us on your life and what's going on with your children. And the youngest one is going to get angry, going to get violent. I hope that whatever this is between you and Todd, that you don't discuss it with your youngest, because he still has a mind that's not full capacity, and his emotions are going to be at that level of where his mind is at, so he's not going to be okay. I feel like your oldest is going to wind up having a child. Poor child and mother, because he struggles to make money. You know what, Alexis? You wanted to be a star at all costs for a small amount of money in comparison to what your husband makes. And he's coming after that public figure. Todd is gonna show you what bad choices you have made. Remember this card? What bad choices you have made. He doesn't like being betrayed. He doesn't like to be backstabbed. And you cannot be trusted. And I really question whether or not you both love each other, but fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours, love is a battlefield. I feel like this is instead War of the Roses. And Todd has the capacity to fight. But you're loud, but like a loud mouth, but Todd has the finances to take you down. So, I think Alexis, I hope you've had the opportunity to have conversations with him right now. I want you to be really careful as to how you talk about him on the reunion, because this is structural change that's happening for you. And we're all going through some weird structural change. You are going to have a new life based upon the fact that Todd feels you betrayed him. Wow. Hi, Incognito. Wow. Oh, there you have it. There you have it. What a horrible, horrible situation Alexis put herself in. So, Gertie might have gotten her a drink in her face. And it's okay to tweet Bravo and let Bravo know, like, you're disgusting for even showing that. I'm going to look into why that occurred. Because didn't you and I miss the argument? I don't understand where this argument could have ever come. I'm still not understanding it. Gertie's trying to explain it, and it seems so combobulated. But I don't like the racist undertones of Bravo. So, right now, on all the shows. All right. Let's get a final outcome. This is so sad. Alexis, if I can help you fix this, I think your marriage might be over. Absolutely. But if I can help you, and if you want this show to continue, talk to Todd. Don't let him move forward with the lawsuit. Because the effect, Bravo's going to put it on you. Wow. Wow. All right, guys. Let's do a final outcome. And I know this was quick, but to be honest with you, it's okay that it's quick. Oh, and if anyone would like to contribute to my dear sissy pool, funeral expenses and travel, I'm going to have her memorial service in California. Then now that we picked a date, I'm glad to go back and finish this. All right. There you go. I'm glad to go back and finish this. I'm excited. The final task, that's what I'm going to call it. The final task. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait. Let's see what it is first. Right side up, shape shifter. What does that mean? Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness ability to see the potential in everything. Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter. Let's get another thing. Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter has the ability to change appearances. Oh. And navigate through different levels of waking consciousness, dream states, and the astral plane. Look for a lifetime pattern of flexibility, changeability, deceptiveness, especially when it's tied to your work or family. I think what shapeshifter means in a positive way is that he's a businessman. And he can be a businessman, or he can be your worst enemy, or he could be the kindest man you've ever met. And all of it gets wrapped up in how he's done business. Oh, thank you. So, I don't know. You must have just went after his money instead of studying the man. Because if you'd have studied the man, you would have never married him. Because he is now treating you like a business. And you don't want that. All right. Somebody send this to Alexa because I want to save her from herself. And hopefully the reunion has not. Hopefully she could spend that whole time groveling, telling her husband she's sorry. I think that's what you should do. I think you should attack, not like physically, but at the reunion. Then let Adriana know you had some nerve calling my husband out. He's still my husband. I think that if you guys are not divorced yet, you should call him your husband. You should defend him. I think that reunion better be all about Todd. And I think you need to stop him from suing Bravo, or else you don't get a dime and you will be broke. You will be broke between 16 weeks after the reunion or within 16 months. But you can fix this. So I'm encouraging you to grovel. Love you guys. Love you so much. I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.